Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember Gladiator promo they had from Pepsi? They had everybody promoting this. They had Rock Nation playing Jay-Z songs doing it because Rock Nation was part of the Gladiator. Meg the Stallion is a product of what you're seeing here. This is Rock Nation Jay-Z's play to make her a superstar. Now, here's what's been going on here, people, that you might not understand what's happening. Jay-Z is supposedly working on a secret album. You know how that thing go? They said you made beat. Okay, now he's gonna make another beat. Calling her Meg. He sees, yeah, that's Desiree Perez and Jay-Z's strategy. They're going to make Meg the Stallion just like Beyonce, except for they have full control over Meg. So this is exactly what they want to do, to create another instance of making another Beyonce. Beyonce's the older now. She's real, getting up there. She's in her 40s. She can't kick that leg as high as she used to. And it's starting to look like, hey, she can still put on a performance, but let's get this young 20-some-year-old named Meg the Stallion out here. Now, Meg could get everything going and make it global. Now, from a hip-hop perspective, this don't really vibe with everybody. This puts everyone at unease when you start talking about the scenarios and how it's playing out. Now, Jay-Z's doing this secret album, and it's more like a compilation album. He's in the studio working, and like he'll be on the album, but from what I'm hearing, he has about 4 to 5 different producers on here that he's working with. He got about 13 different producers that he's working with. And Jay-Z gonna use more Biggie lines. So it's not a real Jay-Z album. It's more of a compilation that's gonna feature a lot of Meg the Stallion on the album. Future has got something like that's going to appear on the album in some form. Yeah, and they got Meg the Stallion, the new Beyonce now. That's what they're trying to make her. Like, we may be what she is, and we're going to show everybody by making another Beyonce. And it's hard to duplicate something like that, but they're trying to use, the marketing media, the same tools that they did with Beyonce. We're going to use that for Meg. And there she is. She's dancing for Kamala Harris. She's doing all of these things. And they want to create this narrative. Well, Rihanna had her own flavor, so you couldn't really emulate that. And that's what made Riri different. So the whole marketing scheme is entirely a different play altogether. What Jay's going to do is take Meg and try to make her the next big thing. She's going to blow up, feature her on the album to help blow him up. He put her with Beyonce to help keep Beyonce cool with the ratchet chicks. And that's her goal. That's their goal. Nikki, she's too much of a head case to work with. And this is why she resents Meg, because she's, that's just not right. And I'm crazy. And I was supposed to do that. They were supposed to do that with me, but they can't control me like they can control you. But that didn't work. Even when they tried to do the buddy pair up, and Nicki decided to go at Rock Nation and bark at Beyonce, and that went left. So now Nicki is supposedly, it's been stepped over, and they grabbed Meg. And here we are. So Jay supposedly is in the studio working on tracks, doing what he's supposed to be doing or what he needs to be doing. You know, and normally when Jay is doing that, it's time to get some money up. You know, it's like, hey, we need a bag. We need to put out a tour. I need to make some new music. So I gotta see what's hot so I could duplicate that and just put Jay-Z on it. No, I don't know if Kendrick is involved at all. I would seriously doubt he's doing something with Jay-Z. Jay-Z in the clips, I didn't hear that, but I wouldn't put it past him. No. He did not develop J. Cole. He was stealing from J. Cole. That's all that was. And J. Cole, he got mad because J. Cole bought his masters. He was smart and did good business, so he didn't get a chance to really eat off J. Cole the way he wanted to. J. Cole was really smart, and he was mad that he bought back his masters. It's like, what you mad for? You the one talking about black ownership and all this stuff. This dude had 3 albums and bought his master back in 3 albums. It's like, damn, he bought his masters back. Yes, this is why he cut out and he didn't pay a lot of features on his album. He's like, nah, I don't want to take all the money, upfront money, and pay for this and pay for that. Nope. Put that back into buying my masters. I'm going to produce the beat. I'm going to make the songs. I'm good. So from KOD on, he owns everything. That's why all the marketing and promotion from him went away. Because they're not eating off him. He's getting the lion's share of the money. You see, whenever you get in the lion's share of the money, your promotion is going to dry up like an egg. But see, they don't promote that though. You see how I just told you that? You don't hardly hear anybody on these podcasts talking about that. Why you think not? Is it because they don't know? They know. They know that's what happened. You see, this is why me and Nipsey Hussle got along. This is what Nipsey was like. Carcino was the only guy I listened to on YouTube. That when he said that to academics, it was the truth. Because he knows what I know. That guy is telling the truth. Why is nobody listening to you? Why are they acting like you saying something 100% correct? And it wasn't about who slept with who shanked who set who up. It wasn't none of that. It was business, the rap business. And he was mad. That is exactly how the meeting went down with me. That's how he said. That's why he's like, dog, when I followed you and I saw that video you did, I knew right away. That dude know what he's talking about. Because it happened to me. Mm-hmm. No, they got Haley Bailey gonna be on Jay-Z's album. Haley Bailey, Swiss Beatz, Meg Thee Stallion. They say he already has a song with Meg. And like he got like 3-4 songs with Meg Thee Stallion. Whether it's gonna be on the album, I don't know. They could have recorded some stuff, it didn't work. They reworking it. You know, that's how the music game is. You know, you could record like so many songs. Like I got a video on the Patreon about the Nas and Mobb Deep album. And now Mobb Deep album is out and Nas is on there. And that's weird and crazy because people before the Mobb Deep album came out, and Nas the one that put the album out on Mass Appeal, which is an excellent album. I still got to do the album review for that. But still, they had this album in the vault. And I was like, Mobb Deep and Nas got an album in the vault. And I told everybody on the Patreon. So on the Patreon, I told people all about it. And all of a sudden, out the blue, boom, the Mobb Deep album come out and they got Nas on it, on one of the songs. But they have a whole album together almost. And the only thing that ruined that was that book that Prodigy did. You know, Nas, there was some stuff in there Nas didn't want out in the public. And it's like, man, you made a lot of people angry with this book. You should not have written this book. There was other ways to get paid. Well, yeah, it's like a Rock Nation compilation album, which is going to be called a Jay-Z album, to launch Meg into her new album. That's what the push was supposed to be. He was signed under Rock Nation, but I think he got out of that deal. Once he got his masters back, he was independent. So he can just put out his own music whenever he wants, however he wants. You see, when they got Lupe had the hot first album, and then they was screwing him when he was trying to go back to the table and said X, Y, and Z, and he got too smart on him. And they was like, dude, you're not Kanye West. You could have been Kanye, but we're going to blackball you out the business. And back then, they could do that. They had all the power. Now, because of what they call peer-to-peer, direct-to-consumer, you got YouTube, you have streaming. You already got a name. You could just market direct to your people. Direct to consumer. Dude, if Tupac was alive and they had YouTube, Tupac wouldn't even need to make an album. He would make so much money on YouTube, just his everyday walking around in life. People gonna tune in. It will have millions of views every damn day. The narratives never change. You see, here's the perspective that everyone keeps forgetting. That when you go down this road and you're trying to create and you want to have all these ideas come out and you're saying to yourself, man, this avenue right here is incredible. You know, this idea is off the charts. So if Jay-Z's working on a secret album that he's going to put out and everybody know about it, it's not a secret and nobody's going to really care. Except for the older people, like the 444 album was the last album he put out, right? And that we thought that was great. But the song where he's apologizing to Beyonce is a hit song that he stole. Once again, he took that lady and talking about he gonna make her famous and took a part from her song. And I said, oh my God, he taking from her now. And I heard that song before because I'm in the burbs and I have a lot of different people that's around me. And they know all about Part-Time Lover. So when they play it on the jukebox, I used to hear it. I'll be in the bar or something, and then it just pop up. And I'm like, man, what song is this? And they was like, oh, yeah, this person's from overseas. I say, overseas? I was like, man, that is a jam. And I said, man, I thought it was a black woman. Then I found out not only is it not a black woman, this is Hannah, when it said Hannah Williams. I said, okay, Hannah Williams and the affirmations. I was like, okay, I'm thinking it's a black woman. Oh no, it wasn't Hannah Williams and the affirmations was a black woman. It was a white woman. So again, everybody thought it was a controversy that, oh, that's a white face. She can't sing. She did this thing live and it's damn near the same way as the record. And no, that woman just could sing. And that song was incredible. And Jay-Z took that one part where she get to a high, and they knew, gotta have that. So Jay tried to make her a star, go out and visit her, bring her out. Then he got what he wanted out the song. He didn't care nothing about no Hannah Williams. Yeah, she did it and killed it. I had showed people here. Man, I know that song because I've heard it so many times. I forget what you said as soon as you walk in the door. I don't even care. I just forget everything you said as soon as you walk through the door. That's crazy line. When you walk through the door, I forget every word that you said. And I can't put you down when no one else is around. Cause when you gone, you getting replaced. You know that I'm not gone. Never gonna treat you. I'm like, this is my story. This is my life story. This is my life story. I'm like, damn, that's my life story. I'm not listening to nothing you didn't say. I forgot everything you said coming through the door. I ain't no reason to put you down when nobody else is around. Cause when you gone, you getting replaced. I'm like, yes, that's my life story. I'm not gonna sit here and pout. No need to put you down and go and do all that. No, when you gone, you are getting replaced. That is it. Late nights and heartbreaks. I'm going to be playing that song again tonight. So this is what people be talking about sometimes when they see things don't align. Yeah. I know, right? Jay-Z's a bad beat picker. I wouldn't say that. He's just going to pick whatever's popular. Whatever everybody's listening to, that's what he's coming with. Now, when he did this album here, the 444, that was the grown man album. You know, I'm trying to talk to him. I'm grown, so it went with the vibe of what he was doing. Him and Jay-Z, when he did the joint album with him and Beyonce, that went gold, didn't go platinum because they trying to be, you know, the Migos. I was like, this they Migo album. The album wasn't bad at all. It's just like I didn't. This is not this Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is a mess. Like I can't believe it's coming from them. So people were just like Beyonce rapping like the Migos and Beyonce rapping. They just that turned her followers off. But Jay-Z fan base is not the Migos fan base. And they were going for the young folks on that album. That's golf course music, 50 Cent. He gonna have something to say anytime Jay-Z do anything. Yeah, as soon as he did the other album, Kingdom Come album, he was. I mean, I was listening to it. It's in the car. You know, I understand it, but the actual consumer, they're not gonna understand that. They want to hear JC from Marcy Projects. Now you talking about the corporate offices and you know the Doug Morrises, and I understand with the corporate takeover and yeah, that's the average street nigga don't know about that. They want to take over the block. You know what I'm saying? But they're not into that. They don't want to wear a suit and tie. They don't want to wear no button up, you know, oversized button up shirt. They ain't trying to do that. They're on the block. I fell asleep to Beatz chair. Yeah, Candy Shop is the #1 record. You tell me, does Jay-Z have a candy shop? He don't. The only song he got was what? Excuse me, miss? Me and my girlfriend? See, Candy Shop is the original record. You know, he took Tupac's song and tried to make it a hit song. You know, so it's like you need some originality, man. See, Jay knew 50 was a problem. That's why he warned all them, like, dude, 50 is coming. And this dude is crazy with it because Fifth can draw your interest. He can make a song that draw people in. That even if you don't like 50 Cent, he'll make a record that you like. And they think that's easy to do. It's not. This is why everybody, my boy, like, man, Game could out rap 50 Cent. I'll be like, yeah, right. He's a rapper. I'm like, but realistically, no. He was somebody you would listen to in a battle rap. All he does is drop other rappers' names and use them in metaphors. My boy's like, I never noticed that until you said it. Now that's all I hear. I was like, see, that's how it works. He was like, he just brings somebody else's name up for no reason. They don't even need to be in the song. Like, there it is. Mm-hmm. Nobody would have ever known Just Blaze and Kanye had any problems. I made the video, Just Blaze versus Kanye West beef. Y'all, everybody said, you don't know what you're talking about. You're hating. You're trying to cause division. They ain't never hated each other. I told you about the competition on the album when they was doing that. Kanye wasn't Kanye then. There was no college dropout. He was just happy to get beats on the album. And then here comes Just Blaze trying to copy what Kanye has been bringing to the table. Oh, thanks for the super chat. I never understood why Jay-Z never made a full album with Pharrell producing it. Would have been crazy. They had great chemistry. Oh, no, Ma. I hated almost every song he did with Pharrell. I swear to you, I couldn't stand Pharrell and doggone Jay-Z working together. And Jay-Z knew too. My boy loved that song. That the one that is this is the life. Do, 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 on the Black album. That is his song. He gonna play that till he faint. That's the best one of the best songs on the album. I was like, that Allure, oh man, he will play Allure till he fall out. He love that damn record. I hate Allure. I do not listen. Soon as they start saying, the life, skip. I don't want to hear that song at all. I don't want to hear fronting. I don't want to hear, I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. Oh my God, I can't stand. I just want to love you. I'm like, look, I can't stand this. And Jay-Z, when they did the whole thing, when they was making the album, they recorded that little documentary. Remember the Fade to Black? When Pharrell is bragging about it, I got it. I gotta have mine. If this Jay-Z's last album, I gotta have that. It's like Carlito's way when he's just trying to get that one more score before he go away. This is it. This is my moment. Because he just blacked out on that Dead Presidents. And those was all these notes. Like that was all like lowercase notes. I got this higher case notes and all this. Those were 7-letter note keys, and he gonna love this. I'm like, that ain't the reason he did it, but okay. He bring it in there, and he was like, this is it. Jay-Z was like, okay, that's the story. I'm like, that's the story about the song? Okay. I started listening to it and looked at Pharrell's excitement. He's like, he is excited. He's like a pig in slop. He was over there losing his mind over the damn record. I'm like, this dude really loved this record. And Jay-Z looking at him like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, sometimes you work with producers because sometimes you work because the track is just hot, it's fire, you feeling it. Then you work with some producers because, they got a name, they're real popular, the songs they do perform well, that they produce, and this is one of them songs, damn it. I was like, yep, I get it, Jay. You're going to rap for it. But you are definitely not feeling rapping on this. In a versus battle? Jay-Z or Kendrick Lamar? Does Kendrick have that many albums out that he could even do a versus with Jay-Z? I mean, it's gonna be 10 songs, so yeah, but Kendrick 10 songs would crush Jay-Z's 10 songs. Kendrick would crush Jay-Z in the verses. What 10 songs Jay-Z got? He gonna do allow me to reintroduce myself, but it was whole. He gonna do that. That's really an intro. He'll do Dirt Off My Shoulder. I mean, what he gonna do? Bring Beyonce out for her song, "Crazy in Love," or "Me and My Girlfriend" or something? I don't know. What he gonna do? Dead Presidents, Hard Knock Life. Big Pimpin'. I mean, what else he got? What am I missing? New York State of Mind with Alicia Keys. He will lose. Oh, boss so hard, cause nigga ain't find me. Oh, this shit's so crazy. It's so crazy. Do 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 do. I mean, where we gonna get that? I mean, what is he gonna put up? Can I get a what? And all of my people don't get close. That is not gonna go nowhere with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dropped swimming pools and put all that stuff to rest. And Kendrick right now, all he do is Luther. He could just play Luther 10 times and win. And then when he closed the show, go dun 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 dun. Oh, it's over. Dun 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 dun. I mean, he don't even have to perform anything really. He can do DNA, man. He can do, man. It'll be over. Soon as I hear dun dun dun, dun, I'm like, that's it. Jay done. Jay is done. Better street hits than Jay. I don't know. Am I serious about Jay's secret album? Yeah, I've already been told Jay got about, I think, Ninth Wonder. All those songs he did with Ninth Wonder, he had them delete because Ninth Wonder leaked the information that he didn't want nobody to know he was working on the album. So he had Ninth Wonder go ahead and delete everything. Mm-hmm. No. When people start doing these things, that's when they start, moving into a different direction. Hall of Famer. What is Hall of Fame? What is the great? What is not so great? What is all of these things that they try to implore to people? That's what they need to be worried about. Mm. Jay-Z's Hall of Fame. Who could battle him? No, not really. Well, today's kids in this generation, they know about basketball through 2K, and they go from 2K to the next level. So that's a whole different conversation. No, you got to look at things and see it more clearly. When you start looking at things in totality. There's so many things going. There's so many things going the opposite way when you talk about hip hop right now, and they trying to say, and like it's stupid people that's basically Drake apologists trying to say, nah, there ain't no songs for the summer. See, Kendrick killed hip hop. It's like, how stupid can you be or sound? If there's no new music out, who didn't put it out? Kendrick had a great summer. Everybody was going to his tour and going through his shows. Nobody cared about nothing these people had to say. Man, look, man, people have seen it countless times, man. Jay-Z comes along and try to get somebody like pumped up or into it. Well, that's what happens when you get people into it. Jay-Z has to make music that people can feel. Right now, does anybody really feel Jay-Z right now? Right. Who's feeling anything Jay-Z has done? I'm just not feeling it. So yeah, he can go bring out Meg Thee Stallion. He can go get Meg and all these other people and put them on the album. It sounds like a rock. Sounds like he's trying to build a Rock Nation compilation album to try to promote them. That's how people roll, man. That's how it moves. Death Row East. He said Death Row East. Mm-hmm. I don't see. I'm not really concerned about that. You know, like it's not a dog in the fight for me when it comes to that. I'm not really excited about a Jay-Z album or disappointed. I like 444. It wasn't gonna break out and sell a bunch of records, but I liked it. You know, Jay-Z and Beyonce milked that whole elevator thing to make some doggone music. All right, nobody worry about Vlad. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody worries about Vlad. Vlad is worried because now he's got to come out. He's got to come out and start doing interviews now and showing his face so people can see him to brand himself because his whole success is contingent on people coming to interview him. And see, Art doing that same thing. Are they faced with that yet? But Art of Dialogue, you know, he's starting to get like Vlad and go the wrong route Vlad did. And so you know he gonna be out there trying to show who he is. Mm-hmm. I don't know because Rich Homie Quan had a verse. He actually had a verse on a song that they was finna put on the Jay-Z. I think Ninth Wonder had it. And I think Rich Homie Quan had a verse on a song. So I don't know if they was talking about putting that. I don't know. Okay, so that's me just saying it. It wouldn't surprise me they could put a Rich Homie Quan verse on there, but we just really don't know. I'm gonna respond to the Charles Oakley interview. Or the Charles Oakley Book of Lies. But we're gonna go into that. But I haven't heard the whole thing completed yet. I heard the Isaiah Park because everybody sent it to me, and this and that. Then now I gotta get ready because tomorrow I'm gonna be gone. So mm-mm. That's why I say it's like the musical chairs of entertainment world. So people will figure it out one day. What's up, Lloyd? He said Kanye West had elevated Jay-Z's music. When Jay-Z had worked with Kanye, the production was stellar. Jay-Z made more of his best music with Kanye. Since Jay-Z and Kanye fell out, his music don't sound the same. Well, I'm like, what music did he make? Because after that, he was on Kanye's album again. But yeah, Kanye knows how to stay current with whatever's going on. Jay-Z has zero creativity. He's just a carbon copy. So he don't know how to be creative. He doesn't know how to, create a trend. His thing is to follow everybody and mimic. One day people will understand it. It was several people that came with different all these different analogies. But what they ended up running into was the same old, same old. He said, am I talking about the Genesis album? Oh man, I forgot what the album was supposed to be called. It wasn't called Genesis. Uh, it was just forgot what they had it as an initial title for this secret Jay-Z album that isn't a secret. Chicago Bulls are undefeated. If you want to call that undefeated, I call it just being 4-0. So I can't lose either which way it go when it comes to this. Yeah, when it comes to this with the Bulls and Knicks, I can't lose with that. I actually think I would rather have the Bulls win than the Knicks. I just know it's bad. Nas stands hip hop historians are delusional. Nas is no king of hip hop and no MVP of rap. It's all Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, you just trying to start something, ain't you? Nas is a whole different era than what Kendrick is. Nas is in his 50s, dog. He's not thinking about competing with Kendrick Lamar. That would be something Jay is into. He rap because he loves the music. He feels it. Like this is what he wants to do. Other than that, he doesn't care. Mm-mm. Well, when people make their predictions or what you would call permanent observations, then they can, set the tone on what it is to do. But until then, you see people just continue the same cycle going back and forth all over again. But let's go over Kanye West. Kanye West revitalized Jay-Z's career. Jay-Z's career was over after Kingdom Come. He was done. Nobody wanted to hear from him no more. He came out with Kingdom Come and nobody cared. Like for real, nobody cared about Kingdom Come. So that album came and went. Nobody cared. Everybody like, okay, Kingdom Come. Who cares? Yeah. That's when he fired Just Blaze. Right after that, he fired Just Blaze. He blamed Just Blaze for the whole thing. Yeah, he blamed Just Blaze. It's like Just Blaze. It's his fault. Somebody got to take the blame for this, and it's all Just Blaze production. And knew it was the wrong sound. And it wasn't the wrong sound at all because Lil Wayne took the beats and was making it's just what you was talking about was a bunch of nothing. Show me what you got, pretty lady. It wasn't nothing wrong with the beat. Wasn't nothing wrong with you just was Jay-Z and it BSing. And people was like, man, we tired of this. And your audience had gotten old, just like, okay, he's played. Lil Weezy was like, let me get on that beat. What he said, you might want to fall back like August. November, September, whatever you call it. I'm more Kobe Bryant of an artist. I'm like LeBron, but I win wings for my performance. I had your girl leaking like a faucet. Same triangle office. Yeah, he did everything he needed to do. Yeah, so he basically showed Jay-Z how he should have took that beat and took it all over. Mm-hmm. Where's Nas Pulitzer Prize Award at? I think he would have a Pulitzer Prize if they were doing that back in the 90s. They was doing that for rappers in the 90s. Yeah. When the law hits you tomorrow night, world. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be over for them. The purple tape is better than reasonable doubt. Okay, I'll tell you this. Is any Jay-Z album better than an Outkast album? Mm-hmm. That I know that's affected. I think it's affecting everybody. They just don't know it yet. Interest rates are going down, but Medicaid and insurance and all that stuff you need is gone up for everyone, whether you're a Democrat or Republican. And this thing goes all the way to January the 1st. You're going to see all this insurance rate jump up to an all-time high. And you're going to go, damn. Now, if there's no SNAP benefits, how is that going to benefit the people who don't have money for everything else? They only going to have money for, now they got to use their money for food. So they're going to be behind on rent, behind on everything, man. So it's going to be a problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A Tribe Called Quest versus Outkast. Yep. That'd be a good battle. That would be an excellent battle. The Low End Theory versus Midnight Marauders. I remember I did that because that's me and my buddy argue over that to this death. He's a Midnight Marauders guy. I'm a Low End Theory guy. I like both albums, just like he liked both albums. They both classics. But who won what is what we argue over. He said, "Thank you for your service. Was amazing, perfect way to end the legacy." Jay-Z crushed 1998 with Hard Knock Life, though. Here's the thing. That song is dated. Would you listen to Hard Like Knife now? Would you listen to Hard Knock Life right now? You wouldn't. I never really listened to that song past 1998. Now, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Me against the world. No, I'm gonna go over to the Patreon and start putting the work in, cause there, it's over here, all the copyright. Can't really get down. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna shut this down. Get ready to go to the Patreon, and we out.